Chapter 4. Hear, you children, the instruction of a father, and attend to no understanding. For I give you good doctrine. Forsake you not my teaching. For I was a son unto my father, tender and an only one in the sight of my mother. And he taught me, and said unto me, Let your heart hold fast my words, keep my commandments and live. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she will preserve you. Love her, and she will keep you. The beginning of wisdom is, get wisdom. Yes, with all your getting, get understanding. Extol her, and she will exalt you. She will bring you to honor when you dost embrace her. She will give to your head a chaplet of grace, a crown of glory will she bestow on you. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of your life shall be many. I have taught you in the way of wisdom. I have led you in the paths of uprightness. When you goest, your steps shall not be straitened, and if you runnest, you shall not stumble. Take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is your life. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and walk not in the way of the evil man. Avoid it, pass not by it. Turn from it, and pass on. For they sleep not, except they have done evil, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness, and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the righteous is as the light of dawn, that shines more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. My son, attend to my words. Incline your ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from your eyes. Keep them in the midst of your heart. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Above all that you guardest, keep your heart, for out of it are the issues of life. Put away from you a froward mouth, a perverse lips put far from you. Let your eyes look right on. Let your eyelids look straight before you. Make plain the path of your feet, and let all your ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove your foot from evil. All right, let's go back up to verse 1. As we continue in these book of Proverbs, or these book of sayings, these teachings, the instructions we'll find that are from a father to a son, and we'll find out the instructions are pretty much in keeping with the instructions we receive from our Father, the Lord Hashem, that presence of our Father that exists without Him being there. This is the instructions He gave us, and we'll see the same instructions were given from the king to his son, and we were privy to this. We were allowed to hear the instructions from the king to his son, even the one that's going to take over the throne. We're going to pick it up here in verse 1. Hear, you children, the instruction of a father, and attend to no understanding. Hear, listen up, you children. I believe all of us were children at one time. We are all the child of a parent, and so we're all children, and this is going out to everybody. And this is the instruction of a father. This is the instruction of one who is a father and has been also the child. Attend to no understanding now. Attend to know, listen, and pay attention so that you can have some knowledge and the ability to use it too. For I give you good doctrine. Forsake you not my teachings, forsake you not my teaching. I give you good doctrine. I'm going to give you some good advice. I'm going to give you a little bit of something to help you out as you go. A father doesn't wish to. He's not going to lead his son off in a bad path, is he? Forsake you not my teachings. Listen up. Don't get away from this. This word teaching is my instructions, my Torah. My Torah. Because we all have a Torah. We all have a law we go by that keeps us in our path, but we all have a greater Torah. And that's the instructions of our Father. That's the instructions of the Lord, Hashem. That is the presence right there, that instruction within us. This is the presence of the Lord. 3. For I was a son unto my father, tender and an only one in the sight of my mother. For I was a son unto my father. I was the one that was going to carry on the Shem. I was the one who was who was given that right, and we'll see here Solomon was made, he was be made the king, the next king in line, David's son. And so are we. We are the ones who carry on that Shem. We are the ones who, and not always, sometimes we all have a Shem that's been tarnished a little bit, and we're going to have to shine it up, so to speak. But I was the only one in the sight of my mother. I was her only child. Precious. Sometimes this a lot of attention is paid to a only child, as they are there to be raised in a more tender, precious way. And he taught me and said unto me, let your heart hold fast my words, keep my commandments and live. And he taught me, he gave me some instructions. He said unto me, let your heart hold fast my words, keep my understandings, keep my knowledge, hang on to them, because you're going to need them someday. Keep my commandments, listen to my instructions, listen to my laws, listen to my ordinance I've set down, and live. Have this prosperous life. The word is kaya, and it simply means to live, to have life, to remain alive, to sustain your life. To live prosperously, live forever, be quickened, be made alive, be restored to life or health, kaya. And that's what it means to because to live even forever. There's life in understanding, there's life in knowledge and wisdom, and it is the ability to continue. We'll see. 5. Get wisdom, get understanding. Forget not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Get wisdom, search for it, hunt it down. Wisdom is something we have to practice. Wisdom is a practice. Wisdom becomes a skill. When we get understanding, we get a little bit of knowledge that when we begin to grasp onto what the Lord gave us in the beginning, His knowledge, His wisdom, His understanding. God said that is your wisdom, that is your knowledge. Our ability to be able to use this, and we'll see that's to recognize wickedness and get away from it. Don't forget this. Don't go away from this. These words right here. 6. Forsake her not, and she will preserve you. Love her, and she will keep you. Don't forsake her. You stay with her. She will preserve you. Love her, and she will keep you. And this is just like, we'll see, just like you would do with your spouse. And this is for the males, and for the females, we get the opposite. This is the same thing. This is the understanding. This is the knowledge to stay with it, to be dedicated to it, to have that kind of covenant. 7, the beginning of wisdom is get wisdom. Yes, with all you're getting, get understanding. The beginning of wisdom, this is just the beginning of it, is to go get wisdom. Why? See, it's that act of doing. You have to go get it. And when you get it, get some understanding. Get the understanding and the knowledge the Lord give you. That's His ordinances, His statutes, His laws. It's very simple. It's not hard to do. Ain't nobody can do it for you. You'll have to do it. It's a little bit of work you got to do. But there's great reward in it. 8. Extol her, and she will exalt you. She will bring you to honor when you dost embrace her. Extol her. Once again, we give her that feminine, because it's beautiful, this knowledge, this wisdom Hashem gives us. It's the law. She will exalt you. She's beautiful. She will bring you to honor when you dost embrace her. And I always like to refer to these as these are the daughters of Jerusalem, and there are none more fairer. She, 9, will give to your head a chaplet of grace. A crown of glory will she bestow on you. She, once again, we get this feminine because it's beautiful, it's pleasant, and it's desirable, this knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding, even that which you already have, the Lord has given you. This is what you should desire. It will give your head a chaplet of grace. A chaplet is something that it goes around. It goes around. King James Version says an ornament of grace. The word is livia. and it's a wreath or something that goes around, and that's what it comes from, is leba, and it means to be joined, like the Levites, to join, leva. We have the libya, and it means to be joined one into another. That way it goes around in a circle, in a circular sense, this grace, this mercy, because we come back to it. A crown of glory will she bestow on you, and this crown is like a king would wear, of glory, majesty, this ability to come, to return, to have the ability to return. 10. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of your life shall be many. Listen, my son, those carry on, those that come forth, and they going to have that shem, to receive my sayings, this ability to listen, this ability to hear, the ability to grasp it with some understanding. And the years of your life shall be many. The years, even all the greater understandings and the numbers of them, of your life, that's when you're alive. That's when you're alive. You're not just the body's living and it's running off in transgression, but it has been made alive. It quickened by the law or the Torah or the instructions of the Father. 11. I have taught you in the way of wisdom. I have led you in paths of uprightness. I have taught you in the way of wisdom. I have shown it to you. I've given it to you. And I've led you in these paths of uprightness. I've went this way. I've chose these ways to do so that you could see. 12. When you go, your steps shall not be straitened. If you run, you shall not stumble. And when you go, your steps shall not be straightened. You ain't going to be corrected. No, because you're correct. You can't be corrected. If you run, you shall not stumble. And this run here is going to be to flee from the wickedness, flee from the evil. And they say, where are you going? I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of this plan that you guys have got. It's not going to work. It leads to disaster. 13. Take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is your life. Now take fast hold of instruction. That's that Torah. Take fast hold of those things. Let her not go. Keep her. Hang on to her, for she is your life. Your life's depending on it. Your life, and that's that ability to live. It is depending on that, just like somebody who's lost at sea and you got a little raft or a little something to hang on to keep you afloat. Pretty much the same understanding there. 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and walk not in the way of evil men. Enter not into the path of the wicked. Don't do what they do. And walk not in the way of the evil man. Don't do what he does. They love to do that. They love to hurt people. They don't care about others. They only recognize their self in the earth. They don't recognize another. They don't have that ability. Or let's say they've chose not to. For the Lord give us all a decision, and he does it over and over and over again. 15. Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it and pass on. Avoid it. Don't go that way. Pass not by it. Don't even go by it and look at it. Turn from it. Go a different way. Choose another way and pass on. Get on. Move on. And this is a good time to run right here. 16. For they sleep not, except they have done evil, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they sleep not, they don't have no rest, except they've done some evil, unless they've got a booty from something, they've robbed somebody, they've hurt somebody, they've brought another little bird into the snare. Their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. Their sleep is taken away. They can't have no rest. There is no rest for them unless they cause some to fall. This word fall here is kasha. And what it means is to stumble or to stagger or to totter, unless they've kind of made somebody drunk, unless they've been, crippled them and lamed them somehow, brought them down. This word, we're using that word fall to resemble. They've brought somebody down. They've tempted them, caused them to transgress, made them to fall, made them to trip, made them to stagger, made them to stumble. It's all the same thing. 17, for they eat the bread of wickedness, and drink the wine of violence. For they eat, they partake of, they consume this bread of wickedness. That's what they're nourished by, this wickedness, this evilness. They're living off of it, and they drink this wine of violence because it makes them drunk. This violence, this wickedness, and this evil, these crimes they do. And we can look at it just like that. They're crimes. And there ain't so much crimes in the flesh that we can witness, but they're crimes nonetheless before the Lord. 18. But the path of the righteous is as the light of dawn, that shines more and more unto the perfect day. But the path of the righteous, the path of the just, the path of the correct, the path of the tzedak, is the light of dawn. That's the way to go. That's like understanding coming forth, that light of dawn. It shines more and more. It grows brighter and brighter. Day's coming. See, that day's coming. That understanding's coming forth. And it grows to that perfect day, that perfect understanding. When we all realize that the Lord has set us in our path, the Lord has devised these devices, and we are the ones who we've become subject. We become subject to them because we don't stay in the authority that the Lord gave us with His knowledge and His instructions from the beginning. 19. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. But the way of the wicked, they don't know what time of day it is. They think it's daylight. No, it's darkness, see, because you're going in your ways of wickedness. These wickedness remains. Why? Because it's in the heart of men. It's taught to them as acceptable. They don't know what they're stumbling over. Why? It was taught that it's not a stumbling block. It was taught that it's not. Well, the truth is, it is. And as you go in your ways of darkness, you stumble, you trip, you fall, because you simply didn't listen to the instructions you was given. 20. My son, attend to my words, and incline your ear unto my sayings. My son, listen to what I've said. Listen to my words. Incline your ear. Go that way. Listen to my sayings. Listen to what I'm saying. It's for your own good. 21. Let them not depart from your eyes. Keep them in the midst of your heart. Don't let them depart from your eyes. Be ever watching for it. Keep them in the midst of your heart. Keep them within you. Guard them, because we're going to see they have great and marvelous benefits. 22. For they are life unto those that find them, health to all their flesh. For they are life unto those that find them. And these are the ordinances and statutes of our Father, Hashem, that holy name, that presence, that is with us all through that law that He gave us, everyone, in the beginning, in our own heart, in our own mind, in our own soul. It's sewed up, and it's set there for an example, and it's also there as a witness, for or against. 23. Above all that you guard, keep your heart, for out of it are the issues of life. Above all that you guard, keep your heart. Keep that which is within you pure, keep it clean, guard it. For out of it are the issues of life. Out of it is where life comes from. This pleasantness, this beauty you enjoy, and these wonderful things. And we find sometimes we may be in the old world. We don't have to be like everybody else. We can create us a place to be ourselves, to be the one we want to be before the Lord. And this is basically to create a serenity, to create a peaceful place for you, to create this heaven for you. 24. Put away from you a froward mouth, and a perverse lips put far from you. Now put away from you that froward mouth. That mouth that goes away from the understanding, these perverse lips, those distorted understandings that you can speak, and put that away. That means don't do it. Stay away from those things which come from word, that where your words can bring you into a place that you don't desire to be. 25. Let your eyes look right on. Let your eyelids look straight before you. Let your eyes look right on. Get right. Be straight in front of you. This, because you got the, and this is where we get that understanding. We take the law, we take the Torah, we take the understanding the Lord give us, and we use them like blinders on each side of our face, and we keep our eyes straight forward. And this is what's on each side. This is what we have to look to keep us, remind us that that's the way. Let your eyelids look straight before you. That's that opening eye. That's that eye coming open. Be straight. Always in that same direction, guided, guarded, and maintained by the Torah. 26. Make plain the path of your feet. Let all your ways be established. Make plain this path of your feet. Make it plain, make it known. Let everybody understand this is the way I go. I don't have to go your way. You go the way of wickedness. You go the way of evil. You go the way of harm and seek to hurt others. I have a straighter path. Let all your ways be established. Let it be established. Go that way. And establish is firm, solid. You're walking on the solid earth that the Lord made. 27. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove your foot from evil. Don't waver. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove your foot from evil. Keep walking. Keep walking and get out of there. Because we'll find out they surround us, and it's a very simple thing. Wickedness, evil is all about. And when you find yourself there, you'll need to remove yourself from that position. You'll need to remove yourself from that way. And the sure way to do it is get up and walk away. We are going to move forward to Proverbs chapter 5. Turn and return.